The Entombed Valley.
The second map is Entombed Valley, and to the bottom left starts in the red our Terran player. He is starting for Team TSL, and his idea is
TSL port.
Hold. He was nervous before the game, lost the first map, and is still up against Dakota's champion. Starting to the top left, in blues, is our Protoss player for GIM. He is
LGIM Seed.
And this guy essentially beat a 3-base Terran with 2 bases. He was never really able to get that third going, and it all came down to his base defense.
He just showed in the last game once again that you can never count him out. It's not like he had this huge disadvantage, but Paul definitely a little bit in the lead. But one moment and everything just turned. Yeah. Seed getting the better army in army supply, getting also just a lot of upgrades, and then seeing this one opening, identifying the weakness of Paul and moving in right away, taking it and grabbing victory on game number 1. Now we're on Entombed Valley, and we'll find out if Paul is able to come back into this match. It's going to be so intense. These players are just awesome. It's an amazing best of 3. I would love to see 3 maps here.
Yeah, I would love to see 5 maps. We don't get that luxury.
We need a Joker. We need a Cass's Joker. Put him down right now.
Yeah, that's what I would do, man. By the way, I really want to talk about Pol's build order last game a little bit. He went for the Reaper expand, but I don't think that was his original plan. I think when the gas got scouted with an early probe, since he had his barracks back, I think he was planning on hiding something, going for 2 racks potentially. But in the end, he switched things up and went for a fast expand. Now, Seed is doing something a little bit similar to this in this game, where he's already gone towards that gas tech, but he's like, no, I'm not using that. I'm just going to pull out of gas. Well, I suppose not. It looks like he just didn't use his gas on time. I was going to say he's going to skip his core and go for a fast next, but I'm completely wrong, actually. But Polt really switching things up last game and just going for that fast expand and getting the info he needed.
And he's going double gas immediately. Look at that. Walling his opponent out, making sure that Seed has to retreat with the probe first, and now he's taking the double gas. So at this point in time, Seed is going to assume that there's a 1 barracks into expansion coming his way.
Exactly. That's all the information that he's seen leads him to believe that. And Polt is going to check in here. He sees a very normal opening from his opponent. May knows the gas is a little bit late, but otherwise there's nothing else to see here.
Oh, this is going to be epic. I love something like this. We actually have such a huge mind play going on by Polt. And this is the problem that we touched earlier when we talked about the scouting opportunities for a Protoss player. Right now, Seed saw there is no gas, so he assumes there's a 1 barracks into expand. What he wants to do is to peek in with another unit, just see if there's an access. Sorry, a command center, of course. But right now we have the bunker being built at the ramp. We have a few Marines out, and they are trying to really heavily to deny any kind of scouting. So Seed might just only see the bunker and then assume, okay, this is exactly what I'm assuming. He has his bunker up. There has to be an expansion. I didn't see it. And, well, we'll see if he completely commits and runs a Zealot in there, even though he might lose it, to confirm that there's really an expansion.
Yeah, that's what he's going to need to do right now. I want to mention again that Seed, just like last game, has hidden a pylon, you know, very early to spot for drops, unit move-outs. For example, any Marines that try to sneak around the right side would be spotted by this pylon. He just makes his 3rd pylon like that in the middle of the map, and that's a stylistic thing that I don't think we've seen any Protoss consistently do just yet. Starport now on the way for Polt, and he is getting a reactor next to that. Well, actually, that's for his barracks. We'll see what his plans are, okay? So this is going to be more normal. In fact, it's going to be potentially siege tanks and banshees.
I really love this, what Paul currently does. I love these mind games. I really love how players these days, no, not only these days, but every single time we see just these fake outs and someone trying to go for a sneaky build. It's really incredible. This time we have Seed not with some kind of T-Tech. No, he's playing it more standard from the double gateway that we already mentioned earlier. He's going straight into the robotics to get the scouting information, but this might not be in time. Holt is going for
Raven.
Yeah, he's going for kind of a 1-1 build here.
Yeah, it looks like
3 barracks.
He's just going to hit with Marines on the Raven, I think, with no siege tanks at all. Well, he starts the tech lab now, but...
And 1-1-1 build is a little bit misleading here, of course. Of course, he has 3 barracks already, but so it is a 1-base attack that he's trying to execute here, with a lot of Marine support, the Raven as well, of course, for the point defense drone, and we will most likely see, as Wolf just pointed out, a few siege tanks to round things up.
Yeah, you know, I thought maybe he was going to skip that, but he's going to... It looks like Hellion's maybe the choice here. He's actually moving his factory around like crazy. It's a little bit difficult to determine what his next move is going to be. The Raven comes out quickly here, not only to deny the Observer, that's why he's moving these Marines here, but also so he can build up that crucial energy very quickly.
Polt wants the stim. He wants the stim with this attack, which is why he built the tech lab with his factory. So no siege tanks whatsoever. No, he's just trying to hit this with heavily upgraded Marines. He has double add-on already at his barracks, double tech lab, and therefore combat shield and stim on his way. And the Seed so far is completely in the dark. Now he has the Observer.
And he's got to deny this Observer, and it's just barely two left, so he sees no command center. This is so important for Seed. He sees no command center. He knows what's up now. Not only will he see that, but he will also see the Banshee production. Polt's moving his Raven around for a second going, where's his Observer? Where's his Observer? Well, the answer is it's in your main, man.
This is really bad for Polt now. This entire build was designed to make sure that his opponent did not get any scouting information and didn't know what hit him. And now Polt has to move out. He knows that there's an Observer, and he knows that there's nothing he can do anymore, so now he has to move, and that's exactly what he does. The play with the Raven was not really... well, it was well thought out, but he was just at the wrong position.
And now because he's tankless, Seed knows this. He's making photon cannons at the top of his ramp. He's also going to be able to lock him out with force fields for basically as long as he wants. He just has to worry about the Banshees. Stim and combat shields finishing a perfect timing with this attack.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be very hard for Seed, but on the other hand, if he has the force fields ready, he will be able to do quite a fair amount of, well, no damage, but he can just hold his opponent for a while off his back.
Yeah,
and
no cloak for Banshees, by the way.
He just needs more units now, and he has the cannons, he has the units, a great defense being set up here by Seed. Is it going to be enough? That's the question. Polt is ahead in army supply with 22. He's 53 against 31 in army supply. Yeah, but he has to come up
force fields. And here come the SCBs. He's targeting the Banshees down. The Raven has not laid the point defense drone yet. The factory tanks a lot of hits, but now the factory is gone. All he has to do is force field again. He wants to target down those Banshees, and he does. The Zealots have to be careful. He needs to pull those back.
The sentries are about to die. He wants to take them out as fast as possible to deny force fields, and they are running out of energy already. He's trying to target some Stalkers here as well.
Great angle of attack from Polt so that the point defense drone does not absorb cannon fire.
Moving in, but there are just not enough holds for Polt to really move up this ramp.
Yeah, he cannot force his way in here. There's more sentry energy available. The photon cannon's just doing so much. He targets the Immortals on Marauders. The point defense from blocking some of the cannon fire. He has to pull the probes, and I think that Seed has done it.
Seed here with 57 supply against 25. He throws Polt back. Polt with desperate attempt, stimming in once again, taking out one of the Immortals, but with all those probes, it's too much.
GG!
Seed takes down Polt with a quick